Today we continued our journey across the Samana Peninsula and made it all the way to its northeasternmost point. This is quite a remote area, and we are now at Rincon Beach. This is a natural beach. No one created it. In other words, it was made by nature. And it's an absolutely unique place, a bay with mountains on both sides, forming a kind of lagoon in the Atlantic Ocean. White sand, no people around. In other words, this is a deserted beach. Takes about an hour and a half to get here from Las Terrenas and about 30 minutes from Samana, Santa Barbara. The beach is very large, about 5 kilometers long. And along this entire stretch, if you happen to meet anyone other tourists like us, it would be a miracle. Usually there's no one here. And tourists generally don't make it out here because this place is not well known among tourists. Basically, it's quite far from any civilization, which is why it's so deserted. I hope the water here is as warm as it looks. The water is azure blue, and I really want to try it. So now I'm going to go for a swim. The water is simply magnificent, warm, and the beach, the entry is quite shallow, sandy, everything is soft. You can walk about 30 meters and it will only be waist deep, then it starts to get deeper. I went for a swim, we finished filming and took a lot of beautiful videos and photos here, and now we're heading even further east. About 15 minutes from here, there's a very beautiful little town called Las Galeras. There's a beautiful beach there as well, there are some restaurants, and that's where we decided to have lunch. In about 15 minutes, we'll be there and we'll continue our filming. So we've reached the very northeastern tip of the Samana Peninsula. We're in a town called Las Galeras. It's the only town here. It's very small with villas lined up along the shore. The same turquoise water. Everything is very beautiful. It's such a small, quiet resort town, but there are hardly any tourists. There are a lot of boats here, and tourists use these boats to get to Fronton Beach, which is impossible to reach by land. And what is Fronton Beach known for? It's just as beautiful a beach as the previous one we filmed at, completely secluded in a lagoon. And it's probably the best place in the Dominican Republic for divers. You can go snorkeling there, you can scuba dive, and there's a lot of fish, stingrays, lobsters. Basically everything you could possibly see you'll find there. It's a really fascinating place, and those who love diving come here with pleasure, take a boat to Fronton Beach and swim there. You can spend the whole day there and then the boat will take you back. And there's also a very interesting island behind me. It's a rocky island. We won't be taking a boat there, but we're about to launch a drone. It will fly by and we'll show you just how beautiful this island is. Overall, the place is very beautiful. The town is quiet. There are hardly any tourists, and there are a couple of little restaurants where you can have lunch. This is the town beach of Las Galeras. The sand here is white. And interestingly, I've only seen sand like this in the Dominican Republic in Cap Cana. But in Cap Cana, those are artificially made beaches, and the sand is brought in. But here it's natural sand. Maybe they even transported it from here to Cap Cana. It's interesting. First of all, it's white, and secondly, it's crushed coral. And when you walk barefoot, it doesn't heat up at all. So this sand never gets hot. The beach is probably about 2 kilometers long. Over there is a wilder part. Here is the area where you can sit. There are loungers so you can relax. And again, there are practically no people here because there are very few tourists. There is one very good hotel here. It's part of the WYNDHAM hotel chain. There are quite a few of them throughout the Dominican Republic, and it's a pretty luxurious hotel. Again, we won't get there because you have to drive about 5 kilometers through the jungle, and they have their own beach, which is also very beautiful. The hotel is quite large. Who knows? People probably do come there because there are a lot of tourists, but when the buses bring them, they don't actually enter the town of Las Galeras. It's such a cozy little resort town. Everything is quiet. Everything is great. Blue sky, azure water. On the way from Las Galeras to Barbara de Samana, we stopped at this interesting place. They extract stone here. In fact, almost all the finishing work in condos, houses, and villas in the Dominican Republic is done with a specific type of stone. It's very practical because it's water resistant, quite hard, and it looks really beautiful when it's made into tiles. And this is one of the places where it is quarried. Behind me are large boulders. They take them to the factory where they are cut into small tiles. This is what it looks like. This is how it's extracted. Further over there are mines where they pull them out and then machines cut them into these kinds of squares. And almost everything we see in bathrooms, kitchens, in new condos is made from exactly this stone. Also, there's a place very close by. It's in the jungle and it's almost impossible to get there. It's called the Devil's Mouth. There, among the rocks, a column of water rises up, shooting out from the rocks to a height of about 15 to 20 meters. It's very beautiful. Technically, you can get there by car, but the road is very bad. It takes a long time and we're already in a hurry to head back. So we won't be going there. But the drone can easily fly over the jungle and we'll film everything now. And we'll definitely show it to you. It's a very beautiful place. So well, now we're heading further to Santa Barbara de Samana. And this is the largest city in Samana. We'll have lunch there, do some filming, and also show you what this city looks like. There's a gorgeous yacht club. We'll definitely stop by the yacht club.